Yo, self-employed blog, first one of the month, a bit late in, it's the 3rd of April. I'm currently circulating around the M25. I got a job, didn't do much of the first, just tossed it off basically. Some of the benefits of doing what I do is I can just have a day tossing it off. Yesterday I was doing a bit of work around the house and some work in the office and some admin shit. Then I drove down to Essex on like above the estuary of, I can't remember what it's called, I'll put a video, I'll put a map of it here. Burnham on something, I think it is. I was there, stopped at a hotel to get to a job in the morning first thing. I'm looking at some EV charging, a job for an EV charging company. They're having some tripping issues and I'm looking at that. I can't say who it is though, it's a secret. But yeah, I'm just looking at this little problem they've got. Now I'm on the M25 going to another one at the bottom of the M1 to see if we can find a problem with that. 2 different faults on 2 different charges for 2 different people. Bit of a weird one, bit of power quality slash looking at the design and layout and how it's all been constructed and that. And to be honest, not finding any fucking smoking guns. It's a bit of a tricky one, so yeah, we're having a nose around that. That's what I've got starting me off in April. This is a rollover from last month. This went up in last month or last week, so it would have been in last month's thing, but it just got delayed because of obviously problems getting on books and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so I am off doing that. Got a bit of I'm away a week on holiday this month as well, so I'm going on holiday. And then I've got some training, I think, as well. I need to really get into the office tomorrow. Got to put my VAT in tomorrow as well. How very boring. You can come and do that with me. So yeah, VAT's got to go in. I've got to get some more work as well, because it's not a massive amount of work. So like, I need to go and sort that shit out. So yeah, it's the 3rd of April. It's a good little earner this week. This will do me for a few days. And as for what's coming up, I don't fucking know. Literally got some teaching in. I've got a holiday in, so I'm not too fussed. It is summer. I've got some, whoa, big exhaust thing in the way of the road there. Big obstruction in the road. It's a mud guard. Some teaching in this month. I need to reconvene. I'll reconvene with you tomorrow on the way to my accountant's. And I'll look at my actual calendar. And I'll tell you what's going on, because I've sort of only got a week ahead. Which is a bit weird. Like, maybe I should look a bit further than that. But I think it's because I've got a bit of money in the bank. Sort of not that bothered, but that don't mean that money will be there forever, does it? I need to find some more work. So yeah, I'll speak to you tomorrow when to the accountant and I'll tell you what's fucking going on. Or maybe I'll be in the office. Yo, self-employed blog. It's Friday the 4th. It is lovely and sunny. Possibly by the time this comes out, the heat wave will be over and we'll have had summer. Who fucking knows? Anyway, I think I put a fucking video up yesterday where I said I'd tell you what's going off. I've got no work on. There's nothing in the pipeline. Last night. So last night, no, this morning I went to my little girl's fucking Easter thing because Jesus was reborn for our sins. Do you know that, you fucking motherfuckers? Apparently that's what happened. Seems like a con man story to me, the guy I haven't, but never mind. So, anyway, on the way there, Mr. goes, what are you doing next week? I said, I think I'm doing fuck all. Actually, I'm going to the security event with Alan Chan. It's a hot day. And she's like, what are you going next week? It's like, nothing, I think all the work's done. All the work was done, and usually all the work was invoiced. Like, the invoices were all in. So everything I'd done, I got an invoicing for, so my admin's minimal, because I was getting my books ready. So I was like, oh, I better start having a fucking sniff around so I get my fucking grubby little mitts on. Then this morning, while I'm in the fucking thing, a guy rings me who I've got a bit of a relationship with before. They're a drainage company, like do drains, do sewerage. They're like, oh, can you come and do this thing for us, which you'll probably see next week. I'll probably put it on here. I'm like, yeah, mate, how can we sort that out for you? So I've got to go and do a look at a job and then go and do a job next week. All right, it's only a couple of days. That'll do me. That's all I need. Like, the fucking mortgage is paid off. I only need 2 days. Rinsing it. So, yeah, so, like, I've gone from nothing next week to something next week. Nothing on the long term, though. This is the difference, isn't it? So, if I was going to open my little heart out like I do on here, like, long-term work and short-term work, don't quote me on this, I'm not sure it's factual. Long-term work and short-term work are 2 different things, aren't there? When I was doing the metering job, the second I took that on, I was like, you need to pay me some money to do this job. It's going to take so long. They paid me. I had a load of money, like 1/3 of the actual total cost. Then halfway through, they paid me a load more money. Then they've got to pay me a load more money. That long-term job, obviously I had to get the job that I couldn't sit around scratching my ball bags, but I know I've got to get 3 payments off a company that I know are reasonably fucking good to pay, blah, 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 you know what I mean? I'm not sat there going, oh, they're going to disappear. So yeah, that was like, that gives that long-term stability. Whereas at the minute, I'm not hand to mouth for money, but I'm certainly hand to mouth for work. So next week, there was nothing. Now this little job's coming. That's next week's sort out. But this thing's bubbling away in the background that might come off. And this is the worst bit about being self-employed, if you don't have like your war chest, is that things might come off, but then they might not come off. So like but then the worst bit is you take on short-term, last-minute jobs, and then you block those. So yeah, anyone who's done it will know. But if you haven't done it, it's hard to explain. Like, I will now go and do those jobs next week. But what if one of my long-term jobs comes, because I want you all week now? Well, I don't want to let this little long-term down, this short-term one now, because they might come along and want, they might be the next long-term job, you know what I mean? The short-term customers, the little short customers that you help out can become your long-term clients. And I've seen that a number of times. So the worst bit is trying to keep yourself happy whilst trying to keep everyone else happy. There you go. That's the meaning of life if you're self-employed. See you in a bit. It's Friday. I'm going home now. I've had enough this week. Just going to do a thumbnail for next week's video. I've got all my nice labels printed as well. Oh, look at them. Whoa. Do some admin, and then the normal boring stuff is in the office. I've lost a whole laptop. Stay tuned for that. I've lost a whole expensive laptop. I'm just getting some PCs ready for test rigs for the motors course, which I'm hoping to do, but I'm trying to get some bigger premises. It's not big enough for here to have people in here, so I'll probably need a bigger office. But then I have commit to doing training. So that's a bit of a weird one. Some training news coming up as well, so watch out for that. But as it is now, it's Friday. I'm going home for the weekend to toss it off. And as it was, some work coming next week, so we'll go and do that. And we'll talk about that next week. Right, then I'm going home at 3 o'clock, bonus. And then Monday now, I've got to go and look at this job for this little pump, which will be nice. A little bit fucking different. Don't normally take on little jobs like that, but I like the crew that I'm doing it for. And also, it'll be outside, and the weather's going to be good, so why the fuck not? Money's money at the end of the day. They do interesting pumping stuff that I'm doing a few bits and bobs from for. So I'll go and do that, 'cause it's outside next week, so fuck it. I'll go and do that. But I'm going on Monday to have a look. It's got to be done by Friday. Now, I could just rock up and try and get it done. And probably take a long day, maybe 2 days doing it. But I come to the group assumption with a guy and just said, look, I'll come on Monday and have a look. It's 2 hours away. So I go down there Monday and have a look for 2 hours, drive back for 2 hours, be there 2 hours. That's almost an whole day, you think, doing fuck all. But they want it done by Friday. Got to be done by Friday, in fact. So my thing is, I could fuck around for 2 days and get it done. Or I could go down there Monday, do the admin, measure up, get all the stuff ordered, have it all delivered for Thursday at the latest, and then do it on Thursday. Probably still be a long day, but the guarantee will be there that I'll get it done for Friday. Whereas if I just rock up there, you know what I mean, on the fucking Wednesday or Thursday something goes wrong, it's just not going to be right, is it? So I don't want to fucking cause myself a load of stress at the end of the week, so I'm going to roll down there Monday and do the fucking admin and treat it like a proper job. Some people probably just do it jobbing, but I want to go and do that. So that's my Monday taken care of. I'll get around the office and get the bits together. Tuesday I'm at the fucking a show at the NEC. Then Wednesday, Friday, I get that wrapped up. But other than that, I'm just going to go enjoy the weekend now. I paid everyone today. That's nice to put to bed. I've got a little bit of admin to do on my computer that I can do anywhere. Sat on my arse or sat at the office or whatever. And then the week after I'm on holiday. So I've got to go and sort my caravan out for that, because that'll be a little trudge down to Norfolk. See all the inbreds. So have a lovely weekend. Well, not that you'll be on the weekend, you probably just watch this on the computer on Friday night, but see you later. Yo, self-employed blog. It is Tuesday the 8th of April. What's going off this month? Nothing's going off. I had a weekend with the trains, you've seen that. And I'm going to the security show today. I'm going to the security event. I think it's foreign security. I'm not very into security, but Alan Chan's coming down. You know Alan Chan, looks like Taggart. No, he doesn't. He looks like a Chinese boy, but he sounds like Taggart. Anyhow, I go to security event because I used to do a lot of fire. I think it's foreign security. I want to see what's going on in CCTV. Plus, as a person that does a little bit of consulting and advice and stuff like that, which people will pay you for knowing. So I'll go on a job and consult and go, oh, can we get a camera that does that, blah, 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 blah. So if you're on a consult and go, yeah, you can get this, that and that, you need to know what's available. So you could spend hours and hours and hours scanning the web, working out what's hot, what's not, and what's new. Or if you go to trade shows like this, you'll get to see it. So when I see something, I remember it. So for example, say I'm doing a process production line, so it was, we could do some like cameras on this. Yeah, get these cameras. Security event will do that. So like, it's just, the older I get, the more I realise that networking and going stuff like this is useful to me, because I'm offering advice. So yeah, I'm going to meet Alan Chan and some other people off the ESK going down there. Then tomorrow I've got a day's spare-ish. Got to get some stuff in the van ready, and bits and bobs together, because on Thursday, then I want a big pause. I'm going to do a little job. Just got to put a supply for Wielden, who do like sewage systems, for a guy called Mark Wielden. I don't want to get his name wrong. Maybe I have. And he's the guy that invited me to his house to look at all his mad stuff. He's a collector of all things electrical. He's different. You know what I mean? He's fucking wired differently like me, and he collects all these mad things. So I'm doing a little search for them. I also this summer, I need to speak to him actually and go back up and do some filming, because his collection is outstanding. Nothing short of outstanding. So I need to go back up there. He's got everything from like original mercury-filled electricity meters to 400 kV breakers in his back garden, which is crazy. So I'm going to go up there and do that tomorrow. No, I'm not going to get prepped up for that on Wednesday. Then I'm going to go there and do it on Thursday. Not the kind of job I normally take on for anyone, but as a company, I like them. I like the people that work for him and Elliot. And basically, like, if they ring me up and say, do you want to do something? I'll go, yeah. It's outside, bit of crawling around the loft space. It's not too bad, so I'll go and do that. So that's me. Then I'm on holiday. I'm going to Norfolk, where all the posh people go on holiday, apparently. And then when I get back, well, there's nothing. There's nothing happening. I don't think I've got anything booked in. I had to check, actually. I think I've got some teaching booked in. But again, I didn't have anything last week, did I? Then this little job for Mark come up, which will keep me going. I have some problems getting paid by a credit card as well. That's always fun. I use SumUp, and I've got a little credit card machine, but for some reason I've done a job for a customer and they can't use the payment link that I've sent. Like, well, I thought SumUp was meant to solve all that shit. But anyway, that's fucking becoming a bit of a drama, because working for odd people here and there, I work for people and they pay me by backs. That's traditionally how I've done it for years and years and years. During COVID, I got a credit card machine, and it was a bit shit. It was a PayPal one. I said, well, oh, you want to get SumUp? So I got a SumUp one. I've used it once, so I paid me 850 quid. Fair enough, that's the one there. It's a good little system. They literally take it and pay it to you. However, I just thought it'd work, but it doesn't seem to want to work with the commercial card, so I need to get to the bottom of that, because nowadays you've got off all these payment wares, haven't you? Apple Pay and fucking all that shit. So anyway, that's something I've got to sort out. But today, as it is, I'm going to go and meet the ESK crew, the little gang of us that's going to the security event. I'm going to have a walk around there. So I'll probably show some footage here of that here, actually, because it is part of the business blog, because it is the networking. So yeah, let's go and have a look around the security event, see what's going on, see if there's anything particularly exciting. Because cameras and fire alarms that aren't really super exciting, but there might be something we will see. Yo, self-employed blog, it's the 10th of April. I'm just on my way back. I've just been to do a pump. Well, not a pump, like fit a sewagey, like a self-contained sewage system. I've been doing the power supply for it for someone I know. It's the guy who's got all the mad electrical stuff in his ass. I need to go and see some more of, actually. Mark, who does Wielden, who does sewage things. Quite interesting, actually, but there's a lot of poo involved. Anyhow, I almost didn't make it. It was a bit of a kerfuffle last night, so for about a week and a half, I've had like a pain in my chest across here. You can see where this is going, can't you? I've had a pain in my chest. It feels muscular, right? It felt muscular, right? It generally felt muscular. I'm not the fittest, I'm not as fit as I've been, but it felt muscular. I hope it is muscular. But I'm on holiday tomorrow, and yesterday I was like, this fucking pain, this muscle, is it getting any better or what? And I knew in my heart of hearts, yeah, being a massive hypochondriac, I knew that I would never settle and the pain would never go away, and I would never stop moaning about it unless I went and got it checked out. Because I am a hypochondriac, I'll admit that, yeah. I hate medical stuff, and I'm like, fucking hell, it's just winding me up and aggravating me. Then when I get aggravated, I think about it more, and I get more aggravated. And I'm in a spiral where eventually I'll die of something I don't have, because I think I've got it. Like, if a snake bit me and it weren't poison, but I thought it was poisonous, I'd die of snake venom. Just the way I am. Anyway, the first time I got it, I was like, I've definitely pulled something, because I pulled my neck the other week. Went to the chiropractor says, it's not your eyes. I was like, no, it's fucking ear, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, I don't think it is, but just bear it in mind, yeah. If you need to go and get checked out, go checked out. I was like, thank you. And she did it all. Like, it definitely feels like muscle. Anyhow, yesterday was the fucking, I was like, if I don't go get it sorted out now, if I don't go get checked out by doctors, then on holiday I'll just panic. So I went to the doctor yesterday. So I've got a pain in my shoulder, my chest and my arm, and they're like, ding, 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 ding. This guy's dying. Get him in. So they got me in. And I was like, I'm sure it's muscular, but anyway. So I went to the doctors, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna get you an ECG. I was like, oh right, we'll have to go to hospital then. And they was like, no, we've got one here. I was like, fucking hell, we've got an ECG in the reception. So I went and had the ECG and trying to cut this down a bit, and the woman looked at it and she went, I think that cable was a bit broken. I was like, just passing comment, you know what I mean? Didn't think anything of it. Back in the waiting room, and then after a while they call back and say, oh, we're going to send you to hospital for blood test. I now know this is an enzyme blood test to see if you've had a heart attack, or you might be about to have what I think it is. Anyway, I got to the hospital, sat there for 2 hours. Well, no, I didn't actually. What I did was, she says, you need to go to hospital to get a blood test. I says, do I need to go tonight, or is it like, go right now? She goes, you need to go tonight. So I'm like, right. So I took my little lad for a haircut, which I booked in, because I want him to not have a mop for that. My lad not having a massive mop for his holiday was more important than going to the fucking the hospital. Then I went home, had a shower, got changed, got a bag, put my laptop in it, a charger, some charging cables, USB charger, a couple of cups of tea, and some pop and some snacks. Yeah. Then I went to the Mrs. dropped me off at the hospital, and I was like, I can stay here, because shit takes time, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm not like fucking bleeding out. I'm going to be sat there for a while, so I got a book in there as well. So I got my shit, got to the hospital, went in because I've been referred in by my GP, gave them the letter, sit in the waiting room. So yeah, sat there for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, just watching shit on my fucking phone and whatnot, reading a book. And then they called me in, onto an ECG, got on the ECG straight away. Then they take the blood test. Fucking love that. I love them stabbing me in the arm with a needle, but then, because I fucking hate needles, I hate anything medical, right, but particularly hate needles. I really do hate needles. Like, I'm literally there with my eyes closed, my hand on my face when I was putting it in. I can feel it all. I don't mind feeling it. There's a bit of pain. That's not a problem. You know, I can handle the little bit of pain. It's uncomfortable. I can't watch it though. I will literally be fucking sick out of my face. So I'm like that, not looking. I didn't see it. Then when I look round, there's a fucking, is it a catheter? Not a catheter, that's for your piss in it. Anyway, the thing's there that they used to get the blood. I'm like, are you leaving that there? She's like, yeah, we're leaving it there in case we have to give you an injury. She was like, oh, fucking great. So now I've got this in my arm, yeah? It's twinging now when we're thinking about it, even though it's been fine all day. So I've got that in my fucking arm. And oh my God, anyway. Then they thought I'd gone missing. The nurse walked past and went, oh, we've had one run off. Jamie Fisher, he's disappeared. I'm like, that's me, I'm here. So then she goes, oh, come with me. We've got your bloods. They've now got you down to the lab. Fair enough, like, it's fucking 8 o'clock at night and you're running a lab. The NHS is wild, but in all sorts of ways. But at the end of the day, I've not been let down by the NHS yet, I've got to admit. So then, I'm sat in what they call fit to sit, which means you're fit enough to sit. I've got all the ECG tabs stuck all over me. I've got a thing on my hand. I just sat there in this room with all the other people who are fit to sit and watch YouTube videos on core rope memory. Very interesting stuff. Then some guy almost just died in front of us, but it turned out he just gave some blood and got dead weak. And then, anyway, I sat there for about 3 hours, 4 hours. There was a couple of old trollops who looked like they'd been lying on Benidorm moaning. Oh, how long have you been here? It won't take ages. And like, can I just get this across, right? The NHS might be slow. It's not perfect. You're going on a Friday night, it's a fuckery. But you do get seen based on your level of need. If I'd have walked in there with a fucking arrow sticking out of my chest, I think I'd have got seen to straight away. If I'd have got in there having a heart attack, I'd have got seen to straight away. Because I'm in there because I've got a chest pain and I'm in a hospital, they sort of like taking the time there. Much like if you go in there, you've got an ingrown toenail, you can wait for weeks, who gives a fuck? But like, it's triage, innit? Also, they took my blood, which they sent to a blood test place, which undoubtedly would be being checked for all sorts of shit that no matter how many doctors around me poking and prodding me, they would find. So they've dealt with me, and I'm waiting now for the test to come back from the 24-hour lab that they run. And this old dig, have you been sick? Fuck off, you cunt, just wait. Wait like everyone else. You're not dying, just fucking wait. Anyway, I waited. Eventually, a doctor come and got me about 11:30. Put my book in that way. Went in the room, she's like, have you done this? Have you done that? I was like, no, not that. Yeah, I've been a bit dizzy, but I ain't out all day. Have you done this? Checked me all with stethoscope, checked on my chest, checked on my breathing, did my fucking arms and all that, because I've said I've got a range of movement, but it aches a bit and all that. And she's like going, well, your ECG's come back fine. Maybe the one at the doctor's was a bit broken. I was like, they said the cable was broken. Oh yeah, it come back a bit suspect. But the two that gave me in hospital didn't, so I was like, fucking great. So maybe the cable was broken. Anyway, enzyme, blood tests. I've not had a heart attack, that's good news. I don't look like I'm liable to have a heart attack anytime soon, hopefully. Fingers crossed. And today, although I've still got a bit of pain in my shoulder because I've probably hurt my shoulder, I've been much calmer about it and healthy about it because because I don't think I'm having a heart attack. Yeah, or I don't think I've had a heart attack, or I don't think my heart's fucking about to keel over. It's nice to have an ECG and through things. So yeah, so I've been a lot calmer today, but yeah, don't wait for these things, like, because, well, maybe one of the people that just doesn't give a fuck, but I'm one of the people where I'm going to get an ailment, I'm like, I'll keep an eye on that. If it gets worse or gets to a certain level or stays for so long, I'll go to the doctor to get it sorted out. So I did that last night. So that made me, I got in about 12:30, and then I text the guy and says, mate, I might be late in the morning or not there because I've got to go for an ECG. I'm in chest pain. He's like, mate, don't worry about it. You know what I mean? I was like, no. I says, as soon as I know what's going off, forget kept in there, I'll tell you. So I texted him at 12:30, says, I will be there. I texted this morning and said, look, I'm going to be there in 3 hours. That was about 8 o'clock. So I got there about 11 and he was happy. And I'm happy now. And I'm going on next week. And I could have fucking bottled it up in silence for the entire week, sat there moaning. But just knowing that I haven't had an heart attack, probably not in the middle of having one, I'll be able to enjoy my holiday now and chill out a bit and relax, because that will be nice. So yeah, that was 8 minutes of your life you'll never get back. But maybe someone will go, oh fuck, yeah. But the problem when you get chest pains is it really puts me off having a piece of fried bread every morning, you know what I mean? And at lunch, but that's what it is. Yo, self-employed blog, it's the 22nd of April. Just got back from holiday. In fact, I put a holiday montage in here. And I'm back. Hello, it's the 22nd of April. I'm back on holiday. It's the Tuesday. It was bank holiday yesterday, so I got back from holiday on Friday in my luxury 6 berth, can't remember, caravan that I tow along with my van and look like, you know, no one cuts me up, that's what I'm saying. I'm just going down the office now. I've triaged the emails over the weekend, and what's left is mostly financial. So I'm going to go and do like the financial shit today. I'll not bother first off, I'll edit this video that you're watching now. I'll edit this video up to today, just to catch up with where I'm at with that. And then give it an hour for everyone to get going, everyone to get back into the swing of things after the bank holiday weekend. And then I'll start doing the financial stuff. So I've got to go and fetch my accounts. I've got to go do some payments and blah de blah de blah de blah and all that boring stuff. Get all that mopped up sharpish. And I'll talk about the rent actually. Get all that mopped up sharpish, and I've got a few other bits I want to do today. So one of the things I'm going to do today is I'm sick to death of watching adverts on fucking stuff like YouTube, my phone, everything. So I'm going to get a pie hole, which is like I'm going to make a pie hole out of some of the old computers I've got knocking around the office, which is basically a server that will knock all the adverts out. So I'm going to make one for the office first, because I can mess around on the office network and do all that shit, and then I'll make one for my house. The other thing I've got to do is get the recording gear ready for the weekend, because I'm doing a course on Friday. I've got a remote course on Friday doing the pie hole, doing all the financial stuff, and just generally getting back to swing of things. Oh, that's it. Let me talk to you about two things. Two boring things. Roll some kind of boring intro here. Right, number one. Next week, I've got most of the week, or the majority of the week, on a tier 1 job. Now, tier 1, you know, like a proper contracting job where they're building something new and you've got all these fucking builders on. I cannot be arsed with tier 1 building sites. Not my bag whatsoever, yeah? I'm not going down there with all my fucking 5-point PPE on all the time to be shouted at by some prick who's a manager on a job that will overrun on its budget and timescale, yeah? I know what I'm fucking doing. Now, I would never ever bother with any tier 1 shit, but the guy I'm doing it for, the people, he and the people he works for, he looks after the specific equipment on that site for them directly. So basically, we're doing him a favour because he looks after that site directly. They've gone, oh, can you just come and do this new building for us and we'll make sure you get the work because we want you to do it because you look at stuff. So we've got to go by this tier 1. Will it get chucked off? Possibly. Will it last an hour? Possibly not, but I've had to do like online induction already. I've had to do a fucking online induction. Sat there did an online induction. That enables me to then to do another online induction, which I've then got to do. And then I can do an induction when I get to site and it'll be a right load of bollocks. But one of those sites where if you actually moan about something, oh, there's no steps, you've got to use fucking pedestals, scaffolds and all that shit. So I really can't be arsed. And the only reason I'm going is because this guy already... Because the place we're doing the work for are actually really good. It's really good to work at. It's nice. The people there are nice. The guy I work for is all right. Or there's a bit of an knob sometimes. Yeah, so I just thought, you know what? I'll go because I don't want to deal with it. It's nice. But we've got to go on this tier 1 site. And I just thought, might be fun to go to tier 1 site and see how times have changed or not changed. So there's that. Secondly, while I was away last week, I'm waiting for the fallout for this. The bean counting accountant that does my office and my unit messaged me basically on the Friday and says, oh, if you don't pay your rent by Friday, we'll lock you out of your office. It was on Thursday, about 4:30. So by the time I rang him back, he'd gone. So basically, and he left me with, I fucking hate doing this. One, don't fucking threaten me. Don't like being threatened by people. All right, if you're fucking Lebanese drug lord with an AK-47 to my face, I'll probably let you threaten me, but some geezer ring up going, oh, we won't let you in the unit, you'll be locked out. How the fucking hell do you expect to pay them, you Anyway, he threatened me with that. Then when I rang him back, he'd gone, so I spent all weekend fucking sat there going, great, we're going down there and locked out my unit. Anyway, I sent him an email, I said, if I'm locked out my unit on Monday, I'm going to kick the fucking door through, consider the lease is void, then I'm going to come to your office and kick your fucking door through, you cunt. So I'm expecting to fall out of that. Best bit was, when I've searched my emails, the invoice he's got outstanding, he's never sent. So they've not sent the fucking invoices. So then they resent it me on Wednesday when I said you hadn't sent it me, then demanded payment by Thursday or they'd lock me out of my office, which I don't think they've got any legal right to do because like they haven't given me enough time to pay. But anyway, that fucking wound me up for about 4 hours and upset my missus because I was upset and she's like, you're being a cunt. I'm like, I'm being a cunt because that guy's upset me. So yeah, people friend you on emails about stuff like that. Fucking get in the sea. So I'm going to go down there today, print those off. Do you know what? I'm not going to pay him for about 4 months. Fuck him. He can fucking wait now. He's probably getting him a neck of someone because loads of people don't pay the rent when I normally pay my rent on time all the time. In fact, I pay my rent as soon as I get the invoice. But the cunt didn't send me the invoice, did he? So now he can wait till next month's pay run, the motherfucker. But yeah, dickheads like that. But other than that, things are going pretty sweet. But what I'm going to enjoy doing today is I don't want anyone else to know, yeah, is just going to go down my office, yeah, put YouTube on, do my work, my mingling around 10 different jobs that I like to do, and I'll just be separated from my children and just be on my own for 8 hours, which will be nice. Yo, self-employed blog, it is the, hang on, it's the 23rd of April, and I have got back up my holiday. I've had a couple of days in the office, and it's just fucking, why did I take on, I don't know what happened where I got a job where I create this business that is just a lot of bullshit, a lot of fucking happening in the background. I'll show you, let me show you what's fucking happening here, because like, this is not normal for an electrical person. Normally be an electrician running around doing jobs. I speak to other people all day that run around doing jobs, and I'm always in some next level bullshitting shit because probably I stretch myself a bit thin in what I can do. Let me just show you the situation we've got facing in here now. I'll turn you around. Put you on the macro lens. Is that any good? Let's go for that one. Right, I'll show you around the office, yeah? So first of all, when you come in the office on the right is the actual office bit where the books and stuff live and all that stuff, yeah? Reasonably tidy in here. I've got a little project in on here that I'm going to finish off today. That I started, that I want to finish. It's a 100-volt line and speaker amplifier testing unit. It's just an amplifier you can play music through, so you test speakers and stuff on PAVA systems and stuff like that. I found that in a skip. I tested it worked, so I thought I'd do that. So that's been going off. I've been fucking around with the microcomputer Pi-hole server. It's not important, that password. That password's not used for anything else. I've got to do some printing on the printing machine, and I've been testing the quality of my Wi-Fi connection here, because it keeps dropping out, which is a problem when I'm doing distance learning. I actually skanked the internet from someone else in the building in exchange for some space, but it's getting worse and worse and worse, which will bring something. But anyway, since I got back off my holiday, this area is quite clean and tidy, yeah? I've got all my admin done, all my invoices done. I'm just halfway through writing a report, and I've just broke the day up a little bit. Anyhow, when you come through into the fucking shitty admin area, though, look at the state of this look. Oh, let me zoom you out. Oh my God, it's a shithole. It's a shithole. So over here, that's a video I'm recording. That's going to be the most boring video ever that I'm recording currently. It's about a catalogue. So that's going off. So that's taking up the whole of the recording area. However, I did manage to get 4 videos ahead at the minute. So when I got 4 videos ahead, I knew that video would take ages. I'm about halfway through it. And I'm doing that. There's other video projects down here waiting to be done, like this. The Vega Probe one waiting to be finished. This levels control is part of the Vega Probe thing. There's all stuff about Vega Probe thing being fucking put to bed and not getting anywhere done. I need to test this equipment over here. I've got to do a distance learning course on Friday. It's now Wednesday. So I need to make sure that computer's operational and working okay, and set the cameras up. The cameras, however, go there, look, and onto this set. However, here I've got some tools out, some screens. I'm doing a little project with some video, which is going to be featured in a future video. So I've got some little video screens I've acquired. I've got 2 touchscreen PCs, which are for some test rigs I'm making. I've got that projector there, which is being checked. I've got the legacy of all the other stuff I've been doing sat here, like the meters job. There's some shit from the meters job there. There's some shit from the Raspberry Pi job there. There's some shit. So all this needs putting away into some fucking sort of tidy format. So I think I'm just going to spend the next hour in here tidying up, because this is not conducive to me getting done what I need to get done on Friday. But this is just what it ends up like. Like, this is like my little admin area. So yeah, let's spend a bit of time in here and clean up now. So I'll go and do that. And then I want to finish that video off. I know it's not very electrical, but this is what I do. This is what I do on a daily basis to up the grind. Yo, self-employed blog. Literally Thursday. I'm doing some trading tomorrow. Random one. These are the random ones I enjoy, yeah. I was just literally in the house this morning, going around the office and doing my bits and bobs. Got a load of admin to get sorted out, my books and stuff. I was like, you know what? I go to the accountant to get my books. I thought I could do it later. I could go tomorrow. I could go this afternoon. But I followed my rule, yeah. Never put off till later, till tomorrow. Never put off till tomorrow what you can do today. It's like, nah, fuck it. Drop my out of a nursery, straight down the accountants to get the books. On the way there, my main man, Kenny Kenster K-Star, rang me, and he's down, he's a metal worker, he knows he's got a problem with a fucking brake press bendy thing. It's got motors in, that's what I need to know. And he's like, can you come with his hands? I was like, mate, funnily enough, just on the way to the accountants, I will pop straight down there after that and get in hand, because I've known him for years. Gave me quite a lot of work in the time, so like, I'll snip down there. No intent of charging for it or like that. I'm coming past, I'll pop it up the out. Just, he thought the transform weren't working. Anyway, gets down there, goes to the accountants, gets all that, goes and sees him, walks in there, did the testing. He got it all right. He trusted his instruments. He trusted what the thing said. Turns out, because you got to sometimes stop and go to the beginning, in the commando socket he plugged into, the neutral was missing, so it won't work. Anyway, trying to socket all works. It's like, that's like, don't worry about it, mate. Fucking shit happens. But it's a little metal worker who does all the metalworking for him. Nice guy, chatting shop, talking about some of his tools and stuff and that. He went, I'll show you, mate, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's nice to know someone like is down here like that, who does the metalworking. Anyway, he bugged me 20 quid and said, get yourself a drink, which you never refuse. Never refuse that bit. That's like sealing the deal, thank you very much. Like saying, it's like refusing a thank you, that is. But I said, don't worry about any money. He went, yeah, get a drinks. Like, yeah, Sam, mate, spot on that. I says, anyway, it's nice to know someone to do a bit of welding and that, but now, unfortunately, it's 11:05, and I'm a bit short on what I was doing. But I'll still go and get my book sorted out. Delay me a bit, but that is literally the kind of interaction that keeps you in business as a small contractor, going, here's my card. He might ring me up and his press plate might break, or he might give it up to someone else. And those little, getting into those little fabricators like that is literally half a tennis court size. Getting in with people like that, they all know other people. They'll tell you about, I know a guy does machinery, I know a guy does this. Has it fucked my day up a little bit? Absolutely. Am I a bit short of time now because I've got to go and get an haircut at 5 o'clock? Yes. Will I get everything done? Probably, because I'll get my finger out my arse a bit more. Will that interaction bear fruit that will be worth me delaying myself by an hour and a half for? Who fucking knows? He may never ever broke a machine again and may never ring me. However, someone in one of the huge warehouses next to him might be having a fag outside one day and he'll go, "You alright, mate?" I go, "No, my fucking, this is broken." He might go, "Oh, I've got a guy's card on my wall who does shit like that." He might give it me, and I might be getting a fucking £1 to 20 grand job. Who fucking knows? So yeah, I don't turn up the little opportunities like that. They are the ones helping people out, gives them the warm and fuzzies. And then when people talk about word of mouth, it's not, word of mouth's not about being a good tradesman. Well, it is. Word of mouth is about being a good tradesman doing the job. But more than anything, word of mouth is about trust. If you trust someone enough to recommend them to someone who's your friend or acquaintance, you are recommending that person because you trust they will turn up. Because if you don't turn up and you do a bad job, you will ruin or destroy or damage a bit of that relationship where someone went, "Oh, give him a ring, he's decent." So, will that bear fruit? They gave me 20 quid. It's probably all the fucking jobs worse. I was passing, I get God see Kenny in that. Will it bear fruit? I'll let you know, maybe. Maybe he'll ring me back and I'll get a match out of it. Who knows? But yeah, don't turn up those opportunities because they are what keep small business, the best sort of business, ticking along. I'll add a bit to that because my mind was wondering, I thought about something, yeah? Many years ago when I started off on my own, I was bitting and bobbing around, having to do a bit of domestic and trying to build up my industrial side of my business, my commercial side of my business, what I do now. My mate Kenny, it's not his real name, his real name's Chris, but we call him Kenny for some fucking strange reason. He used to fit kitchens and bathrooms. There's loads more story to Kenny, but I'll have to do it another day. Anyway, he rang me and he knew I was all right with skyboxes, used to fit them Sky Eyes and stuff like that. He knew I was all right with telephones and data and things like that. And he weren't very comfortable with it. And he rang me and said, "Do us a favour, mate, this guy I'm doing the kitchen for wants a TV in his kitchen, he wants a Sky in it. He needs a cable put in his box, come and sort it out." I was like, "Yeah, come and sort it out for you, mate, no problem." Because you help each other out, don't you? So it's one of them like fucking jobs where not going to fucking make a load of money out of it, but scratch each other's back, like I'll get him to wire my kitchen or something. And I went down there, fucking massive house in a really nice part of Nottingham. And we got in there, the guy goes, "Oh, thanks very much, blah, blah, blah," and paid me and all that, because I just did direct for the customer. And he goes, "Oh, I've got a little factory to make inks. Would you come and have a look at some bits down there?" I was like, "Yeah, mate, no problem." Gave him a card, that was it, didn't hear anything. But 3-4 months later, he rang me. Went down there, quite a big operation. They make all the ink for, you know, the little labels. It's been on this blog before, the labels in the back of your t-shirts and that. They make all them. I ended up working at that factory. We had an office on site. I think I put it in the blog before you put the pictures in. We ended up basically rewiring the fucking factory. I was there for about 4 years. I made thousands out of it. Did a good job for him. Made thousands out of it. It was probably the job that set me and my apprentice. Oh, he's not my apprentice. He's like 30 now. But he was my apprentice at the time. He always will be. It was the job that set me up. That when I employed him and we got loads of work out of it, it propelled this entire business that I run now into where it is now. And it was the same thing as that. It was the same guy. And you're just there, yeah, I put your Sky on. I normally do industrial, but I help Kenny out doing these bits. "Oh, you do industrial, do you?" And that conversation all sprang from that, and that is one of the reasons why I'm there today. You know the old butterfly effect? So if I had not gone and done that job for Kenny, and "Oh, mate, I'll tell you how to do it," I would never have got that connection, and I would never have probably, having that job, it was such a good earner that we had an office on the site. So we had an office on that actual site, my limiter's on. Because we were off on that site, when we left that site, and we was moving off it after about 3 years, was like, oh, I'll go and rent another office, which I probably wouldn't have done. I probably would have managed out my garage or whatever. But I knew that having that office earned me the money. So I went and rented an office, a little fucking place on an old RAF base, subletted off someone. And then since then, I've always had an office when I've been self-employed. So yeah, I can't emphasise how much that little one conversation about doing that telly ended up moving my business forward in great steps. So there you go. There you go. I don't know what the end is to this story now, but I just thought I'd tell you that, yeah. That was all from, can you come and fit a Sky TV cable for a guy? Oh, we've got an ink factory. Gave him a card. Rings me 3 months later, and did. I bet it was getting on for like $750,000 over the fucking. Well, no, I could work it out. Over the years of working there, it was probably like £1 million worth of our turnover, which propelled us to where we are. Got me used to having the office. Got me used to working out of establishment. Got me used to ordering tons of stuff. Blah blah blah. You get the idea, yeah. But from little seeds grow big acorns. Is that it? From little acorns grow big trees. There you go. Boring. Fucking hell, who watches this shit? I'll add some more to it, yeah. Years and years ago, this is fucking going deep now. Years and years and years ago, I worked in a club in Nottingham. I used to go to a club in Nottingham, and they had like a PR team. And Kenny headed up that PR team for that nightclub when it moved to Nottingham. And the reason now is because one day they went, oh, go out with Kenny and put some posters up. And Kenny drove us round in his car, and I was jumping out and putting posters up. And that's how I met him. And in the end, I went round to his house and fitted him a fuse board. He bought an house and did it up. And I fitted a fuse board for him. And he worked in a bank. And 6 months later, he liked doing his house up so much, he decided to go into the trades and leave the bank. And he actually trained as an electrician, old school style, before it was popular. Before Part P, he went and did all his night course and trained himself to be a sparker. Then got all the work doing that. So yeah, literally, from working in that nightclub, or helping out with the PR, so I got him for free, and bumping into him and doing some posts for him, all that rolled up from that. Isn't it weird when you look back on stuff like that? If you're 20 watching this, which you're probably not, because that's not my demographic, if you're 20 watching this, you've probably not got experience with that yet, but I've just mentioned this this morning. If I got one of them, you know them bits of the thing where you put post notes on a whiteboard, join it all together like a detective, if I did that with my business and I could remember it all, I bet all my work would eventually pile back to about 3 people. I'm going too deep now, I'm going to have to stop, but yeah, I'm going to put that meme up now, and it's like that strings between post-it notes. I bet if I did all that, it'd all boil back, because every bit of business I've got has been word of mouth, someone saying, oh, he does this, he does that. Anyway, I'm going to stop this now, because this tangent's going wild, and I'm trying to extract memories out of my brain from fucking 25 years ago, so yeah. Jesus, this is deep. I'm going on a tier 1 construction site next week. You don't want to go on it, but I'm going to go on it, right? Because it's something to work for before. I'm like, have you got all the PPE? Yeah, of course I've got the PPE. I've got all the PPE, I've got my fucking boots and that. Have you got a chin strap? I'm like, a fucking what? A chin strap? I've never had an hard hat fall off my head, unless I've been doing something stupid. The fuck do I need a chin strap for? I'm not on a fucking motorbike. Is this the norm, is it? That you have to wear a chin strap with a hard hat? A hat that's designed to cling to your head? Like, do I have to have fucking lanyards for all my tools as well? Or do I have to have some sort of fucking, I don't know, tie my boots to my fucking shoes in case they fall off? A fucking chin strap! It's been a long time since I've been on a big boy side, but chin straps. I'd looked at the risk assessment that the deemed where there were so many accidents happening, it would reduce the accidents if you wore a chin strap, because I bet there isn't any. Honestly, show me the data that proves that wearing chin straps makes anything safer. Who's ever simultaneously had their hat fall off their head whilst then having a bit of wood at them? On the top of their head as well, not on the side. Like, there's fucking no need to wear a chin strap, I'm sure. Unless you're outside on a roof where it might become a falling hazard, or just make everyone do it anyway. Why don't we just get a date for people that have been hit? Give me the date for people that have been hit below the hat line in the head. And then we go, right, we need to wear full face visors. And we need to wear motorcycle helmets all the time. Honestly, I'm so glad I don't have to fall with this level of fucker anymore. Like, chin straps. They can't, basically can't start where you take your gloves off to, like, use your phones with it. And they'll be saying, get your gloves on! Get your gloves on! Like me! Fucker, honestly. I might be lucky if I last a day. as per my risk assessment, I've had to buy a gum shield for the amount of tongue biting I'm going to be doing. Because I just generally find on these sites, maybe they're alright, maybe I'm wrong, maybe they're wrong, but you do get these episodes where you're like, get your fucking on! And you're like, are you having a seizure, mate? Are you okay? Like them ones where you can't like lift your arm to ruffle your ear up or something like that. You know, something that normal humans do. Get your on! And they're like there with the binoculars, like they're in Schindler's List, looking out the tower at you. It's not going down! Fucking get your fucking on! Mate, are you okay? You having a stroke or something? But yeah, we'll see. But fucking chin straps, mate. What a load of bollocks! Oh, also, we've got to use podium steps. They're the ones where you climb up the steps, undo the door, walk in, shut the door behind you, do your bit of work for, undo the door, and going down the steps and shut the door again. And they wonder why construction projects in the UK cost fucking billions. Billions and billions of pounds. It's because I don't mind fucking health and safety stopping people dying, but podiums, mate, just you have to use fucking steps and ladders or moops. Like podiums. Show me the data. Maybe one person here will fall off a second fucking ladders. Honest to fucking God. It's no... Well, just scaffold up the entire floor. If it's that dangerous, scaffold the entire floor to reduce the musculoskeletal of climbing up and down the steps all the time. They wouldn't do that though, would they? Because that would be too hard for them. So yeah, podiums. Get in the fucking sea. Maybe if you stood there putting a light for 5 minutes, it's worth getting an hour. But I've got to pull cables and I'll be up and down and they'll be going, shut the thing up! Shut the end up! Anyway, there's probably some of the T's and C's so I can't record on this or something like that. Who fucking knows? But anyway, I won't really record on there because I'll get some jumped up little prick give me a fucking hard time. But yeah, as you can see, I am looking forward to it. As well, I'm working away. Yeah, working away. You know what I mean? Like away. And the site hours like 8 till 4. Like, it's no wonder construction projects in the UK are absolutely fucked in it with stupid hours like that. Like, you've got a construction project going off, a major build project. It's not important, fucking important. Open your site 8 hours a day. Fucking dickheads. Tier 1 mates, just a money-making fucking ball bag load of shit. That's why we can't build out in this country anymore. Look, I mean, don't say that's just me saying that. Look at HS2. You try to pass the sites, they've got steps going up scaffolding. We're not building those. Fucking bollocks. Hello, self-employed blog. The video's failed here. The audio's failed for the first bit of this intro, and I'm sat next to a washing machine which is about to go spinning. So I think basically it's Sunday the 27th, and I'm on my way down to Oxford, and from here you can pick up the rest of it from that. I don't say much. Work. Not going to actual work though. I'm on my way down to Oxford, working at the big fucking large Hadron Collider type thing that we do work for. But I'm working at that place, but I'm working for the same people I normally work for. But the actual parts are new build, so it's a fucking tier 1 construction site job is. And I've had to do 2 online inductions before I get there, and now I am going to get there because I've got an induction book for 8 in the morning. And I was like, I cannot be arsed. If anyone knows the M40, A34, they'll know it's fucking carnage at the best of times. And I cannot be dealing with it on Monday morning, even if I leave at fucking 4 o'clock. Like, it'll ruin me evening anyway. I may as well get down there now and get myself set into the digs. Go out in the morning, go and get inducted, and I'm fucking off, rather than driving down in the morning and getting flappy about a bit of traffic. I mean, so I've got an induction at 8, so if I leave tonight, get in the digs, get myself set up, brought my laptop, brought my bits and bobs to fucking do some editing. I've got a suspicion this blog's fucking gigantic, and I can just get there, get up at 6, leave by 6:30, get there for 7. They've got a fucking mint canteen there. I'll put some B-roll near it if I get there. And I can just get in there, get some breakfast, and then go and do this induction at 8. And if they fuck me around for fucking 5 hours, great, whatever. But it just saves me the stress of, I'm one of the people, as soon as I leave my house, I'm like, what's the traffic like? I'm going to get there for 8. Then I've got to get down there, find out where I'm going. So I thought, fuck it, I'll just go down tonight. I wouldn't normally, because the guy I work for would be like, what time are you leaving Monday morning? I'd say, I'm leaving when I took the kids to school, I'll see you at about 11. Then I could stop late and make the hours up. But in this case, I can't do that because I don't fucking like working away anymore, if I'm honest. I don't mind a night here, a night there, 2 nights, every now and again. But fucking working away for 4 weeks. I mean, I only do it for people I know and I've worked with before. I told my missus I won't do it anymore, but I do make an exception for the teacher because it's a couple of days here and there. I do make exception every now and again, and also do make exception for people I've worked for or do work for regular. So it is that. So yeah, but I've said like I'm not doing it for fucking anyone. if I can work a week, well, if I can work, fucking caveats now, if I can work a week and it pays enough or works out enough so that I could have a week off, that's based on my I'm not on mega money, you know what I mean? It's just based on my financial situation. If I go away and work for a week, bang a load of hours and get it done, I could afford to have the next week off, not the next week off, fucking hell, caveat central. I could afford to do things in the office the next week. So I like to maybe work locally. I don't fucking know, you know what I mean? But I don't want to make a living out. I don't want to make an habit of it. It doesn't suit me anymore. It's not suited me for years. It suited me when I was younger. And if you're a young person, go away and work away. It's good fun. But it's not me anymore. But like I say, you can't just say no to everyone, otherwise you might not get any work. So you have to make, you have to allow, don't you? Yeah, I'll do that. And if it's people you work for, you've got to take it. But a night here and there is not too bad. But being away for fucking like Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, drive back on Friday through the A34 again is not the one. However, and it's not for me either. It's for my missing kids. Like she's got to look after the kids all week down the road, and I just miss my kids as well. So yeah, it's not for me, but I will do it. But hopefully, it's getting towards summer in it, and I've got like 2 weeks away in the caravan going to festivals and seasides. And hopefully this week I'll just put the money in the bank for that. And then when I go away for the 2 weeks to seaside, I'll be like, spend what you want, kids. Obviously they can't buy coke, it's too expensive, but spend what you want, go to all the arcades, do all the shit, not have to worry about it. So yeah, that's the carrot and stick I've set myself up. And this is 4 minutes long. This April vlog is going to be gigantic, honestly. Probably the biggest one ever, because it's full of big fucking pieces to camera like this. And no work. But that's what the self-employed vlog is, isn't it? See you later. Well, I'll see you for the next what? Hang on, it's April, isn't it? 27, 28, 29. See you till Tuesday. See you next Tuesday. Morning, self-employed blog for April. It's the 29th. It's the last day of April, basically. Wednesday, the last day of April. Fucking wild one this month. I think this blog is long. Like, I haven't even edited yet. I've not had a chance because I went to the job on Monday that I was doing down at the super scientific place that you'll see in this video. Got there Monday morning, went on site to do the induction at 8:30. Didn't happen because the generator packed up, so I went on to the other part of the site where we do work anyway. The time finally got back on that site on the Monday when the generator's working, did the induction and got all my ticks in my box so I could go on the site. Went on the site, no fucking containment anywhere. It was nowhere near ready for us. It was nowhere near ready for anyone. Like, you can see they were flopping around, worrying, getting it fucking right around the house. Anyway, managed to fill the gap on Tuesday there and do some odds and sods that needed doing. However, I came home Tuesday about dinner, so I got back home yesterday. And I was home last night, which is nice, but not nice. I got 3 days work. However, I don't know if you noticed, this is old news now. The video I want to talk about now will be out before this one. There was a blackout in Spain, which is right on my street. So I went and recorded some footage on my way home at a power station. And I'm just going to the office now to edit that into a video that I'll put straight out, because I am the only person on YouTube pretty much that's doing on the money technical stuff instantly as big infrastructure problems happen. That's my bag now, that's what I do. The last video I did that, I got 45,000, that was the Heathrow one, which pays to make the video. With my rates on YouTube, it pays to make the video. It pays to spend a day. If you get 10,000 on a YouTube video, 10 to 20,000, it pays for the day to make the video, which is weird. Didn't know that was going to happen. But anyway, so now I'm just literally sat here now, or will be, waiting for further infrastructure problems to occur so I can make money out of it. But yeah, the problem is I might have made money out of that, but I've lost 3 days this week because the job weren't ready. So I'm a contractor, I can't charge people for stuff I'm not doing. So yeah, this is the last one in April. I'm just screwing this together. It's getting warmer. I don't know if it's going to be bad for work or good for work. Nothing major planned in at this moment in time. Got a load of training to do. Oh, that's a lie. It's May. It's going to be May. I've got a load of training booked in May. I've got a 2391, which I'm looking forward to shot and pencil back doing, and some other stuff, but we'll talk about the next month. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Fuck off. If I say like and subscribe at this stage of this video, yeah, with the nature of this video, if you aren't subscribed, I'll be fucking amazed. Absolutely amazed. But yeah, don't bother doing that. Don't bother liking it, even not forced. Do leave a comment though. The only thing that keeps me going on YouTube is the comments, is the interesting response and things people put and nods together. So yeah, See you in May. Well, no, you won't see me in May. You can see me on my videos that go out weekly, but this one I'll see you in May. Ta-ra.